Bensoul featuring Bian with Extra Pressure, and that is what I'm getting right now because the 20th is literally 4 days away if you don't count the day, right? And of course, if you are a lover and you're a big fan of Bensoul, every 20th of April, and you're also a lover of marijuana, you know what it is. It's like a national holiday for people who love marijuana. So Bensoul has an event happening in Math House in Sudan Nation. The first tickets were 1420 sold out. The second tickets were 2,500 sold out. Right now we're on the third tier and it's 3,000 shillings. Artists that I've confirmed, I have only seen Watenda Willy, right? So I hope I'm gonna see you guys there this coming weekend, Palimas House for Suda Nation. Aside from that, Calligraph Jones is coming with Champes, Ali B featuring Size 8, following right after with the Silali, and joining me in the studio are some super talented final year performing arts students from KCA University, and they've put together a bold and funny and also a powerful play called Apartment Double 54, which is a political satire that basically tackles power, oppression, and standing up for what's right, all through drama and comedy. And they're here with us to tell us more about it, what inspired the stories, what goes on behind the scenes, and why you, as my listener today, should grab your tickets ASAP. Please welcome the cast and crew of Apartment Double 54 in the next few minutes after Calligraph Jones with Champes, and then Ali B featuring Size 8 with Silali. Enjoy. Ali B featuring Size 8 before she found Christ with Silali, and coming right up is Brida Loeb featuring Benzema with Duremi, then Jim Watt and Miss Ongaki with the Pokea Shukrani. But before that, allow me to say this, it's 12 minutes past 7 p.m. and my name is Atieno, your host every single day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. exclusively on Baze Radio on the 6 to 9 with Atieno. And as I said a couple of minutes ago before the short musical break, that tonight we have something special lined up for you, because joining me in the studio today are some talented final year KCA students wanafanya kitu inaitwa performing arts. Now they've put together a very funny and a very powerful play called Apartment Double 54, which is a political satire that basically tackles power, oppression, and standing up for what's right, all through drama and comedy. I don't know whether this is another script for Echoes of War. They will tell us more about it and what inspired the story as well, what goes on behind the scenes, script writing, the creativity process, and why you should grab your tickets as my listener ASAP. So please welcome the cast and crew of Apartment Double 54. So I'm going to start from my farthest right. Your name, where you school, and basically what do you do aside from Kusoma? Kusoma, it's just a lot of work for me personally. So what do you do aside from studying?
Okay, my name is Prudence McKenna.
Okay.
I school at KCA University for their students. Mm-hmm. And apart from acting in Kusoma, I sing as well. I serve at church.
Damn.
Worship leader. Hallelujah.
Crazy. So in high school, you didn't see you?
I used to serve in high school, but also serve right now in church.
Oh, so in high school, pia ulikuwa in church, and you see yourself doing that for the rest of your life?
Yes. Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
Like hata tukijaribu kuconvince utoke kidogo stories za kanisa haiwezi?
Hapana.
Kiasi haiwezi kabisa?
Haiwezi.
Sa hii play ni kiplay ya Yesu ama ni play ya shetani? According to you?
Si pia Yesu call out thieves.
Yeah, so you're calling out thieves as well. That is so crazy. I like that. The second one, your name, what do you do?
My name is Jackie Mungai. I am a performing artist, professional actor.
Okay.
And I live acting. Acting is what I eat,
What you do.
Yeah.
Let's speak about acting kidogo. Do you think it pays in Kenya? Be honest.
I have not ventured into film that much. Mm-hmm. I have been into theater from the day I started acting. Mm-hmm. I will say we can do better. I will not say if it pays or not, but we can do better.
No, it doesn't. Well, and I'm gonna juggle your mind a little bit, because there some time back there was this babe called Tesoti on TikTok. She did an interview, and she's also an actress just like you. She's into film, she's into theater, and she mentioned that in Kenya right now, if even you want to get like an extra role, which you get paid 1,000 shillings, but you're doing like multiple things, lazima utapanda kitanda kidogo. But that's I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but that is what she said.
I think that's more of film on the film
so it's
side.
Different.
I would say it's different.
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
but pia kwa theater we can do more. But sidhani kwa theater kuna hiyo side yake.
So for theater it's more or less like what Tomboya did with Two Alphabets.
Yes.
Or that is what you're into.
Yes.
That is quite interesting. I like that. The third person.
My name is Tamar Mudhama.
Okay.
Aside from being a fourth year student, I model and I'm a photographer.
Okay. What's your page on photography? What do you do? Wildlife, people, studio, corporate?
I'm still on mobile photography, but I plan to
venture into more.
To venture more.
Okay, that is quite interesting. Those are the people that I'll be interviewing today, if I'm not wrong, right? And they are the team that comprises of Apartment Dabo 54, and they're going to tell us more about it. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget that I'm giving away airtime worth 1,000 shillings to 4 people today. And I'm going to tell you guys how to win it, courtesy of Baze Radio and M-Pesa, which recently turned 18 years. But before that, listen to Bridalo, Benzema with the Do Re Mi, then Jim Watt, and Miss Ongaki with Pokea Shukrani. Enjoy. And that was Jim Watt featuring Miss Ongaki with Pokea Shukrani, and coming right up is Bro Code with Songa, then Melina Gold with CT Girl. And I just announced to you guys, if you're listening, that tonight in the studio with me is the cast of Apartment Dabo, and I'll start with you, our church girl. Right?
Hallelujah.
Can you tell us what Apartment Dabo is all about? Tuanza tu na wewe because mimi ni mtu wa kanisa.
Nataka tu views zangu kwanza.
Yeah.
So it's about, like you said, political stuff. We are approaching politics, but in a funny and calm, relaxed way. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, basically you've just told us what the play entails. If when it comes to the theme, like kuna kwanga na horror, kuna kwanga na comedy, so you've just told us it's a political satire.
Yes.
But I'd love to know, what exactly are you guys talking about? Is it somebody specific? Is it the government in general? Is it both political parties? Just what exactly are you guys talking about in the play?
We're talking about how the government's decisions have affected now the common people right now.
Okay.
Their struggles and how they relate to the government as well. And we're also giving our opinions and our views of how we think it will be better if the now government would just treat us.
So basically ni vitu zenye decisions zenye zimemake zenye zinatu affect na vile sama taka tu treatiwe in this government.
Yes.
In this government.
Like in a take who shouts sana that like on like the name, it's very far from.
Yeah. No, I'm just the reason as to why I've asked you in this government twice is because I want you to be sure about your answer when you say that you need some changes in this government.
In this current government.
You think it's going to be there? Christ aside. Don't be hopeful like, the way Christians we are hopeful Jesus is coming back.
Not this government.
Let's just be realistic.
Not them, but the next ones that will come in.
Okay.
I feel like they'll know better.
Okay, I hear you. So I'm going to ask our little Miss Theater Girl, right? Where did the idea of the play come from? Is it like a collective thinking, or there's someone who came up with it, then mukachangia?
Well, initially it was written, I believe it was written, it was different from what it was.
Okay.
And then when ikaangaliwa, and then they were like, hey, imefungua sana, imefafanua sana, let's rewrite it again.
Okay.
And then they rewrote it. But it was adapted by a different person from the original writer.
When you say they, who is they?
The original writer is called Dorothy Kanana.
Okay.
She wrote it in a different. It was so open to the government status, to what's happening now, and so when it was brought out to the students, it happened to be the students saw that it is so open. And it was taken to this scriptwriter, that's Collins Ndianguimuya, adapted the original script from that was written by Dorothy Kanana.
Akairewrite tena.
Yes,
But
akai
now in a
adapt.
playful way.
Yes, akai adapt.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Big shout outs to Dorothy and the other guy,
Collins.
So big shout outs to them. And when we come back, I would love to know from Miss photographer over here that why did you guys choose to do a political satire for your final project? We're going to talk about that in the next few minutes. In the meantime, please do listen to Brokewood with the song then Melina Gold with City Girl. Enjoy. 37 minutes to 8 p.m. and that was Melina Gold with City Girl. Coming right up is Brandy Maina featuring Malikins with Like This. And my name is Atieno, your host every single day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the 6 to 9 with Atieno exclusively on Baze Radio. You can get to listen to me alongside other presenters as well, like Silva Kido, via my Safaricom app, which you can get it via Play Store or App Store, or baseonlineradio.co.ke or baseradio.co.ke. And tonight we're getting juicy and getting saucier with the apartment double 54 or 54. It's 54 or 54.
The same bado.
Unajua kusema 58 ni different na 58. Juburuburu si 58, bidi buruburu 58.
So Keka like 54. That's when the Kenyan aspect comes
in.
But now 54 is like
okay, so apartment double 54. That makes sense. Yeah, in the studio, as I said, I have been joined in by the apartment double 54, the cast, and basically this play is all about politics, but in a more satirical manner. And before the short commercial break, I had asked Miss Phone Photography, why did you guys choose to do political satire for your final project?
First of all, like Jackie said, we had multiple meetings because this is our final project for uni, like ever.
Okay.
And we decided the political state of the country is too big to ignore. So we'll make a play with the perspective of the oppressed. So basically, this apartment houses a bar called 1963, bar and restaurant, meant to be symbolic. And we just tackle how the people in the bar, the workers, the owner are oppressed by this caretaker and landlord who just use their power to their advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I would love to know from Miss Kanisa, right? Because I'm very terrible with the names, actually.
Yeah.
So that makes sense for me. Yeah. I want you to get kiasi onto the characters and the cast of this play. So tell us more about your character and who do you play?
I play Achibaby.
Okay.
And that is a love interest for, like what you said, in the bar, there's a family that is oppressed by this landlord.
Yes.
Now the father of that family has a son, and his name is Major Junior. So Junior is my love interest.
Okay.
And now because I'm the daughter of the landlord now. That is a conflict between the two worlds because I'm somebody who is from who's favored by the current government, and then they are oppressed with the government.
Okay.
So that conflict is where I'm trying to not bridge the gap, but just move to their side and also show that they also matter, and also to just because I'm also tired with how my father treats their family and their business.
So Achibaby is your name?
Achibaby is my name, yes.
Okay. And you, what characters do you play?
I am playing caretaker.
Okay.
Yeah. My role is to just make sure that every rule that the landlord is giving out is followed by, and I am the management, part of the management.
Just taking care of it.
Yes.
Okay. And you, what role do you play, your character?
I play Shiko.
Okay, Shiko.
She's a worker in the bar. She is a representation of the people who don't really have access to power.
Okay.
So you want to use your voice to influence those who have power to just make a change, because you can't really reach it, but you can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shiko Achibaby, and your name is Caretaker according to the play. You don't have a name.
No.
It's just Caretaker.
Caretaker.
Okay, that's quite really interesting. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, after Brandy Maina featuring Malikins with Like This, I would love to know, do any of these characters remind you of people in your life? You get what I'm saying? Is it something that, hey, umepewa Achibaby, this is something that I've experienced? Or like me, who I tend to experience things from other people's perspective. So I would love for us to get deep into that, because I feel like a lot of people tend to give people please. Number one, according to how they look.
Yes.
Utapata kwanza in the Kenyan film industry kuna kama mwizi moja na hata why. He will never act like a good man at all. Anakonga tu ni like ni tegi to 24/7.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know whether these characters are also things that you have done, or maybe you're a caretaker in real life. We don't know. We're gonna get into that after this song, like this by Brandy Maina featuring Malikins, and it's exactly 38 minutes past 7 p.m. Keep it Baze Radio. GOAT, that is Nyashinsky featuring Chris Kaiga with Hapo 2, and coming right up as we wind up. The second hour of the show is Zero Sufuri with Zimenishika, then Mjanja by Nasumburu and Dale Mac. And my name is Atieno, your host every single day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on Baze Radio on the 6 to 9 with Atieno every single day from saa 12 jioni hadi saa 3 usiku. And in the studio with me is the cast of Apartment 554. And we have just talked about the plays, the character that they play. We have a caretaker, we have Archie Baby, and Shiko as well, who works in a bank. And I would love to know, do any of these characters remind you of people in real life? I'll start with caretaker.
Well, yes. And funny enough, it's someone all of us know, and that's Kindiki.
That's our current deputy president.
Yes.
Okay.
We all tend to say that he is a yes guy.
He is.
So the caretaker in this apartment 554 is a yes lady.
Oh, so kila kitu unafanya unafanya tu, atakani kitu mbaya.
Hata kama inaniumiza,
you'll still do it.
I'll still do it. So that, like, nataka kufurahisha landlord.
Yeah.
So I do everything. So I feel like Kindiki anatakanga kufurahisha mkubwa wake.
The president.
Yes. So nawarelatisha hivyo. So hata time nilikuwa nafikiria how I'll dig my character deep. I went for Kindiki.
You went just to the current deputy president.
Yes.
Shiko, does the character that you play remind you of someone in real life?
It reminds me of Millicent Odhiambo.
Okay.
She's just as direct na this is what I'm saying and I'm saying it and I don't care what you think.
You'll just speak your mind.
Yes.
Okay. At you, baby.
For me, it's I'm surprised because it's now Millie's niece. Because during Mandamano, when her niece alisema during parliament, I think akasema that her niece alisema she won't ride the same car with her because she's in the government that is treating people badly. So Archie Baby is also in the a daughter of somebody who's in the government and is treating people badly, and I'm just rebelling from what my father is doing.
All right. So I'd love to know from any of you, what was the hardest part about this particular play? Was it the production process? Was it the creativity process? Is it the acting? Mr. Caretaker, tunaanza na wewe. What was the hardest part?
What would I say the hardest part was? I don't think I have a hard part. I don't think. Personally, as caretaker, as Jackie, I didn't have a hard part. But in the production-wise, I think having the rehearsals every day, it was kind of a bit of challenging.
For you?
Yeah.
Or for everyone as well?
For everyone as well.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Shiko, same thing when it comes to production?
For me, I would say us just doing this as our first project and assembling everything from scratch was not easy. And also as an actor, stepping into that extroverted character for me was so hard.
Because you're an introvert.
Yeah.
That is quite interesting. When we come back, we're going to talk about the show details and the invitation. And we will tackle when and where is the show happening, how much are the tickets, and why should people come and watch Apartment 554. Coming right up is Zero Sufuri with Zimenishika, then Mjanja by Nasumburu and Dale Mac. Enjoy. We just ushered in the last hour of the show with Disco Beko Don Clan. That is Costa Ojuang, Watendawili, that is Israel Onyanch, and what's the name of the other person? Nani? Yuaya Tajiri, exactly. Charisma as well. And Mordecai Dex and also Ben Soul. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. And Okelo Max as well. And coming right up is actually Costa Ojoang featuring Watendawili with Manyo Pesa. Then Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji with Unbogable. And as we wind up on today's interview, then I can give you guys airtime worth 1,000 shillings to 4 people. I'd love to know from who? I'll go with the introvert one, right? When and where is the show happening?
The show is happening at Wood Creek School.
Okay.
Committee Road. It is happening from the 18th to the 20th. So on the 18th, there's 2 shows, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. And on Saturday and Sunday, 6 p.m. shows only. Yes.
Okay. And Achi Baby, how much are the tickets and where can people get them from?
There's a student's ticket that costs for 500 shillings. Alafu kuna advanced, that is 1,500 Kenyan shillings. Alafu kuna get tickets. No, wait. Advanced ni 1,200 and then get tickets 1,500.
1,500. So students 500 shillings, they need to have the ID from school.
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Caretaker, why do you think people should come and watch Apartment 454?
Well, because we are the cast, first of all, and also because it's comical. Jitoe kwa nyumba, and it will be Easter. Jitoe kwa nyumba, jipeleke kwa theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ni Easter, watu wana form, unawapea form.
Yeah.
And since you guys are the cast, people need to come and watch you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a YouTube channel or it's just personal, hakuna ya Apartment Double or something?
You have an Instagram account.
Okay. Tell us the handles, please.
It's called Chombo Cha Sanaa.
Chombo Cha Sanaa.
Yeah, that's our production.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing on TikTok or it's just Instagram only?
Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, everywhere.
Chombo Cha Sanaa.
Yes.
Okay. That was the Apartment 454 cast and they're in the final year in school. Then watoke huku nje. Sherekeeni, maisha bado.
Yes.
Maisha, if you think life is hard in school, let me tell you, life is about to be difficult outside there. Adulting is a scam for real. But thank you so much for coming. If I had the opportunity to come, I would have definitely come because it's not far from where I stay. So, but I have some other engagements. So, Poleni, but I hope your show is going to be amazing. And definitely, if you guys have the poster, you can send it to my producer. Then they send it to me, and I can post it for you on the socials.
Thank you.
You want to guess Kukuja. But thank you so much for coming. That is the Apartment 454, and you guys can get to watch them this Easter. Pale Woodcrest in Committee Road. Tickets go for 500 bob if you are a student, 1,200 bob advance, na kwa gate watu wa last minute mtatoboka 1.5, that is 1,500 Kenyan shillings. Koso Joang Watendawili with the Manyo Pesa, then Unbogable by Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji following right after. Enjoy.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.